Welcome back. This is Sid with Humbucker Soup, and today I'm talking to you about my 10 gig essentials. There have been a couple of occasions when I've driven about 2 hours to Santa Barbara and I've realized that I've forgotten something that I should have packed. And if you're a musician and if you've been touring, you know how essential it is to be thorough with your packing and preparation for gigs because you don't want to let the group down. So I've made a list of 10 essentials that I think you'll benefit from, starting with number 1, a pack of strings. I've got these Diodario strings over here. This is a 3-pack of strings. I always have strings packed in my guitar case with a string winder / cutter. Anytime I need to change strings, whether it's before the gig or whether it's during the gig, it happens. It has to happen. The show must go on. So I highly recommend that you always have some strings on you. The second tool that I have for you is a capo. This is one of a guitar player's best friends. There have been so many instances when I have gone to a gig and the singer is like, hey, I'm not feeling that great. My I think I'm coming down with something. I can't hit those notes anymore. Is there any way we can change the key of the song? And this is a fantastic tool if you're trying to change the key of a song on the fly like that. So it's going to help you out. Make sure that you always pack a capo. The third tool that I recommend is a slide. I always pack a brass slide over here. I used to pack glass slides, but they kept splintering and shattering on stage if I ever dropped them. So I started packing metal slides. These are from Rock Slides. Of course, I have no affiliation with them. I just love their products. Always pack a slide. You never know when you're going to need it. You never know when a session calls for it. A singer's like, hey, can you do something that's a little like pedal steel or slide or something like that? Pull it out, show them what you got. The fourth gig essential that I have for you is a DI box or something that acts like a DI box. This product is from Quilter. It's called the Phantom Block and it acts like a DI box. It gives me a balanced output and it also has knobs for master, tone, and gain along with a switch that switches between a cab sim and an FR. For those of you who don't know, FR stands for full range flat response. So this does exactly what I needed to do. It runs on a 9-volt battery, but it also has the option to run on phantom power as well. So always pack a DI box with you. You never know when you're going to need it. Number 5, I always pack an iPad or a tablet that has all of my charts and all of my tunes on it, along with a stand as well. There have been so many times when I've rolled up to a gig without the charts and then I'm constantly looking at other players to go, all right, what key is that song in? What is that? How does that bridge go? You don't want to go through the hassle. You want to bring your own charts. Make sure that you put it in a case so if you drop it, you won't break it. And put a stand as well so that you can attach it to your mic stand. You'll thank me later. Number 6 is a guitar stand. I got this from Amazon. It's a nifty little guitar stand that's very compact, fits into most guitar cases, and it's super convenient to have. It also just looks good when you leave your guitar after sound check. You set up your guitar on a guitar stand. It just makes the stage look so much better. It's the little details that go into really making a show what it is. So make sure to pack a guitar stand. Number 7, cables and pedal connectors. This goes without saying, but having really good cables and extra cables in your guitar case is very important. You never know when a buddy of yours, maybe the bass player or the keyboard player, is going to need an extra cable. It's always good to have extra cables and extra pedal connectors as well, because these things can short out sometimes. So always pack extra. Number 8 is a backup rig. So in addition to the rig that I take to the gig, I always have a backup rig, which is a smaller one, which I have plugged in. And I speak to the engineer and I say, well, hey, listen, if there is any sort of issue with my rig, I'm just going to switch to this. I'm going to keep it plugged in and ready to go. So there's absolutely no time wasted. I usually have a fly rig, the Richie Kotzen version, on the board, and I just keep it as a backup, and it's never let me down. So always pack a backup as well. Number 9, I would recommend having adapters, cable connector type adapters, and power supplies. These are very, very important to have. Make sure that all of your units have good power sources. You never want to have dirty power because that's going to cause a lot of noise and a lot of static and a lot of issues. It might even cause your gear to short out. So you want to make sure that you pack good, clean power cables and power adapters as well. And number 10, the last and final one, pack your guitar, pack your amp, and pack your effects. there have been a few instances when I have forgotten one of these three things. And as embarrassing as it is, I've had to run back home very quickly from the car and be like, did I just forget my pedal board? And well, there are a lot of things on your mind on the day of a show. So you want to make sure that everything is meticulous. You have a checklist and you just tick off all the things that you have to. That's what I do these days so I don't forget anything. Once again, I hope that this list has been helpful to you. Good luck with your gigs and everything else. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.